channel. If it's your first time here and you want to skip forward to the intuition test or a manifestation exercise at any time, there are links in the description box below. I am Rachel Hoyt, and this is my junk journal. I just like to start by giving you a little update on what's happened in the last 24 hours, interesting things that have come to mind or come to light. And so today I want to talk about uncertainty. I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday, actually, a lot less uncertain. And it brought to mind a poem from last year that I wrote. Let me back up for a second, though. I mean, why am I feeling less uncertain? Honestly, no grand reasons. I did have a little bit of success tonight in the poker tournament. I made it to 12th place out of 686 entries. Unfortunately, it's a dollar tournament. It's mystery bounty, and I did not knock out many people. I don't think I got any mystery bounties at all, actually. I knocked out some people before that period of the tournament started. So I profited $3, but we did profit. But that's not, enough to really feel super positive, of course. Anyhow, why am I rambling about not positive things? I don't know. Probably because as I'm peeking at the notes that I have to the side over here, part of the point of this is that I kind of was remembering that, challenges are good. Without challenges, you can't get better. Without the darkness, you can't see the light. I mean, if it's just light in your face, then you're just blinded. So what's the point of that, So in all the fact that you went through the darkness is what makes the good things good. So anyways, I just, I know that I've been through junk before, and I'm sure I'll go through junk again. That won't be so much fun. But what I, remember, the theme is that I always come out better, and I always gain something from whatever I didn't love going through. So as long as I can remember that while I'm going through it, then I can find a little bit of positivity. And in case you were wondering, this is not my, fine artwork by any means. To me, I need lots of kinds of art. And I think that if you spend too much time being super smart and intellectual, then you need balance of silly things like this right here, just smacking on the paper. Or, I don't want to drip this one yet, but you can see on the paper underneath that I essentially, I already dripped, so boom. It's playtime, you just get messy and let things happen and go with it. Try not to get it on your clothes too much. But other than that, I think I'm going to close this pen before I get it on my clothes too much. These are the kinds of things that cheer me back up when I'm starting to feel stuck. So, anyhow, a little bit unstuck. I just got a little bit of paint on my shirt. Excuse me. I forgot to cover why I was writing the 52. So, not that you need to see, the 52 with an exclamation point stands for 52 factorial. And that is the number of ways that you can shuffle a deck of playing cards. You can arrange a deck of playing cards. All right. I had another splatter of paint. I see more. Hopefully I'm not getting them on more things. So that's one way to arrange a deck of cards. That's another one. That's another one. That's another one. Well, there are in total 52 factorial ways. This is a number. 52 factorial is a number that is so big that it far exceeds the number of seconds since the universe came into existence. And that to me is the most mind-blowing and yet obvious proof for the fact that life is, if you want to say random, fine, but I want to say unpredictable and uncertain. I don't think it's random. I think things happen on purpose and for a reason, but also it's not something that we humans can predict perfectly. There's always going to be some uncertainty. So, I know I mentioned a poem at the beginning, but I didn't read it. But that is where the affirmation that I was putting in my art journal came from. And so the affirmation of the day is, I am within uncertainty, feeling certain and comfortable. Because I am, mostly. Had a little moment of last night, but I am back up and at 'em. So again, hopefully some, serious, shocking abundance coming tomorrow, but lots of little signs of abundance happening. And I'm, just enjoying it, going through this lovely test. So far to date, to give you a little update, I'm still below 50% cumulative on the red or black test that we're about to do. However, I am up to 61% of the time manifesting the winning hand when I deal out the poker hand. So I'm doing pretty decent on test number 2. Hopefully, right now, we're just going to blow all those old test scores out of the way for the intuition test. So I'm going to hold the card in my hand for a couple seconds, take a deep breath with my eyes closed, see what color I see. You're welcome to join me and see if we can guess red or black. There's 50 cards in this deck, including 2 black jokers, obviously incomplete deck, but then we can easily count our score afterwards. So keep score however you like. I will put my incorrect ones on the left and my correct on the right, so I can count them at the end. Ready? Red. 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 Black. 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 Red. Black. Black. Red. Black. Red. Oops. Black. 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 Red. Red. Excuse me. I got a little bit of a trance there and didn't even make a guess. So you're going to get to guess that one again. Because I need to actually guess it. Black. Red. Red. Black. Red. Red. Black. 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 Red. Black. 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 pretty good. Ah, 23, still not breaking 50%. But we're getting there. We have one time. I broke it one time, and one time off camera. But I swear, before months to years ago, I was getting over 50% like all the time, and yet still not happy. Maybe that's my test throughout this manifestation and intuition training is to simply know that I am better than this test is making me out to be. All right, I had to reach back for a pen here because I forgot it. Let's get our extra light for this portion. So, manifesting time. We have a playable hand here, third section of the My Poker Game Journal, where you can practice and take notes on all kinds of poker things. And in this case, we are going to just make up some nonsense for the rest of the hand and ask the deck to manifest us the winner, deal out the cards for the people who we chose to be in the hand, and flop, turn, river. See if I won. That's the manifestation test. And then I'm going to give you some info on the tarot meaning of the playing cards. And then you have a poker hand that you could look up with a GTO calculator or something else to more thoroughly analyze the math and think through how logical it was to play that hand. Excuse me, it is very late here right now. I was feeling a little bit of insomnia and used it for productive things to clean the house and get some things ready for my Etsy shop. And now, of course, that I picked that stuff up out of the way and I'm trying to video and tape, now I am yawning and struggling to talk like a normal person. Of course. So, yeah, on that note, I apologize for yawning on camera. I'm going to do this earlier tomorrow. Okay, so if the re-entry period of the $200 tournament was over and I'm in under the gun +1 with pocket tens. So $200 tournament, very low stakes, very low end buy-in for the tournaments in Vegas at least. And there are some that are less than that, but as far as ones that get a good crowd, you're usually going to pay $200 or more. So, but if the tournament, I guess I didn't say how far past the rebuys we are, but rebuy period is over. That doesn't mean people have necessarily calmed down. We still have 65 of 83 players in the tournament. So this is, again, a pretty small tournament, maybe medium, depending on where you're playing at. But yeah, you're not close to the money yet with 65 players. So point being, pocket tens, pretty darn good. However, you got a long way to go. And the tarot meaning of these cards is exciting challenge and unexpected good news. So, exciting challenge being, it's going to look really great, but that may be all it is. It may just look really great and not lead to anything great. Of course, paired with the unexpected good news, it might make you think, well, then, might not be great. Well, it will this time. Yeah, that's exactly what it's warning against. So, that is my long way of saying that I would be a little cautious with this one, this particular combo of pocket tens. It would depend very, very much on how my opponents are playing. So let's say under the gun, right before me, raises to 2,000 with 45,000 behind. So I have twice as much as him. I call, and then middle position 1 calls. High 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all fold. Small blind re-raises to 5,000 with 60K behind, and big blind folds. Under the gun calls. So, what do I want to do? Call or re-raise? Now, I will just tell you to look up the math on this later, but I have a strange feeling that GTO would tell me to raise again in this position. But I am going to call because of what I told you before. Now, as I'm saying that, though, I would like to just do a little side note and point out that times that I have gone on, usually it's GTO Wizard, and I just do some sample hands where I'm guessing what the GTO move is. It is pretty darn amazing how often what I think the tarot meaning of the cards is telling me to do actually agrees with GTO sometimes when I'm not thinking that it does. I'm thinking that I'm going against logic by following what the tarot is telling me to do, but actually often the tarot is leading me towards the GTO move that I didn't know I was supposed to do. Hopefully that makes some sense. So what I'm saying is, I'm saying I would call instead of re-raise, and I just said, oh, I think GTO would tell you to raise. Well, actually a lot of times the GTO agrees with what the tarot says, so perhaps it would tell you to just flat call. So we'll deal out the cards in a bit, but let's say on the flop we get some random cards. And so then what? With these kinds of stacks and that amount already in the pot, I'm going to say small blind is going to put out a little bit of a testing bet here on the flop. And what would a testing bet be at around that size? 15,000 in the pot, we'll say. He's gonna c-bet the same thing he did pre-flop. That seems like a low-stakes player thing to do, right? I don't know why I'm writing it like that. No dollar signs in this tournament. So 5K. He bet 5,000. And I'm gonna say that under the gun pushes all in. And so then I am going to go ahead and push all in. And we'll say small blind calls. I wanted to say fold, but yeah, I'm trying to make these hands somewhat difficult for me to manifest the winner. And it would be more difficult to manifest the winner when there's 3 people in the hand. So I decided to go with that instead. Oh, itchy nose. So let's see what happens. Pull out the 10s so we don't accidentally deal them in here again. And, okay, I am under the gun +1, so we'll do big blind, under the gun, and then me. Okay. Awesome deck. Please show us how I won this hand with pocket 10s against under the gun and small blind. What hand did they choose to play so big? And show us what came on the flop, turn, and the river that caused me to win with pocket 10s. Show us how I won this hand with 10 of clubs, Ten of Hearts. Okay. Big blind, under the gun, big blind, under the gun. Burning and turning the flop. And a turn. And the river. Well, don't know yet if I won. So the reason I'm making those noises is because this is pomposity, diplomacy, deceit, disruption, gullibility. All of those combined with mine just does not feel positive to me. But, I mean, I already did try to disrupt and get anybody pompous out beforehand, so you never know. Hopefully they were the ones that were gullible. Let's start with small blind. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man, got me already. He has the 5. So no manifesting the winner today. However, I mean, in reality land, do you think anyone's going to play 2-5 offsuit from the small blind with that other raise at that point in a tournament? I think the odds of that are pretty darn low. I think most people are going to be more tactful and and feel imbalanced if they play the hand that way and face a conflict that they don't want to be in. So yeah, a little bit about those cards. And let's see if this one though could have beat that one. No. Respect and peace of mind. So this was our first raiser, right? Yeah, he raised under the gun with Jack 8 suited. I'm not certain, but I think that's probably not so GTO. That's, I mean, under the gun is not, most hands are not going to be played from there. It's not a good position. Got way too many people able to call or raise behind you. And so generally you want to respect everyone there and just don't get restless and stay out of the hand for the sake of your peace of mind. So there you have it. My poor pocket tens, as I said. This is why I would normally, in reality land, play them a little slower if I want to stay in the tournament and not... I mean, once the cards came on the flop, if small blind bet 5,000 and under the gun pushed all in, I am going to think about it some more. But yeah, depends on how worried I am that they have the king. So if I thought he only had the 5 and was just bullying me with, say, ace 5 or something, then I might call. And then I might find this horrible disruptive card on the turn. So there you have it. Did not manifest the winner today. It only makes the tiniest bit of sense from a reality land perspective, but yeah, you can always, somebody is gonna play the hand. There's always someone who will play the hand that way, is my motto. So before we go, let's get a little bit of advice for the day. See what we need to watch out for in the 24 hours to come. Awesome deck. What advice do we need to hear? What do you want to tell us today? Clean slate. So this is the card that some say is the least lucky card in the deck. It's one of the ones that I am tracking. However, the more positive way to look at it is that, sure, yeah, maybe the book was closed on one chapter of your life right now, but you're starting a new book. It's the first page of the rest of your life. So I am choosing not to see this as a disappointing card, but to see it as just more confirmation that I am on the right track, taking the right steps, writing my own story, all new and in a whole new way right now. So hope you will come back tomorrow to join me again with my intuition and manifestation test. And please do press like and subscribe, and have an awesome day.